Hi everyone, in this tutorial we are going to work with filters in Python. Let's watch this amazing video. In before tutorial we seen about maps. I think it's like a very clear explanation, and also I given some of the tasks regarding maps. I hope everyone was done with the task. Now in this tutorial we are going to work with filters. Just I'll close this file, I'll create a new Python file which is called filter. So the name itself there, the meaning filter means it filters what we want. So that is why we use filter. So same syntax like map, so but the minor differences between map and filter. Instead of map we'll use the filter. So filter means if you want particular item, suppose if you're having in a list like 1 comma 2 comma a comma b comma 3, so you are having a set which is called strings as well as numericals. So if you want only numbers, you can filter by using filter. So but if you want only alphabets, you can filter by using alphabets. So this is called filter. So what you want, you can filter. So actually filter is one of the built-in function like map, same like map, but only the difference is it filters, that's it. So the general definition what I want to say means, so if you want, that means it check whether the element is boolean or not. Boolean means here true or false, that's it. So that is the simple definition. So I want to show the syntax how it was working. So just make it as filter, which is called filter. So filter, so of function as well as iterable. Here iterable means you all of us know that list, tuple, set, dictionary, etc. So that is called iterable. So you all of us know that we already learned in maps tutorial. If you missed the tutorial, the link was available in description. Just go and learn what is map, then you can easily understand what is filter. So that is all about. So this is the syntax of filter. So what the function you want, the iterable. So now I want to write a small code related to map, related to filter. So just observe carefully what I'm going to write. So now I'm taking small example. So small scenario what means, so generally I'll give you a list which is called numbers. In these numbers I want to pass like 1 to 13 random numbers. I want only greater than 20. So that is 21, 22, what the random numbers are available. So this is my scenario by using filter. How we can do that, just observe carefully. So I am passing random numbers. I want only greater than 20 numbers. So just I am creating one function which is called user defined function, which is def. So yeah, I can give like num. So in this I'm passing a variable which is called a. So indentation is very important while working with functions. So here my scenario is if a greater than 80, greater than 20, so I want like return true. So this is my simple scenario. So otherwise else it should false, that's it. So I done my actual what you can say the condition. So actual part I was completed. So here I'm by using filter I can do. So just I'm taking a variable which is called this is I'm taking one variable. So final output. So here I'm using filter. So here I'm passing function name as well as iterable. So here function name is called num. The iterable is called number. So don't confuse the function name which is called num. So the iterable is called number. That's it. So finally I want to print, right? So we are passing list of items, right? So I want like I want to get like list of items to print. You need like for loop, right? So you need to check every loop. So for a in final. So finally print a. That's it. Just you can observe. So in my list I'm having the greater than 20, which is called 23, 46, 53, and 26 are the greater than 20 numbers I got. So this is the simple way to use filter, so to get what you want from a list or set, whatever it may be. So this is the simple way. Actually I want to explain another example regarding filters. I want to take like simple scenario. So I'm creating a list which is called numbers. So what is my scenario means, I'm passing in a list numbers as well as characters. So I want only to print numbers in the output by using filters. So this is my scenario. So you can observe that I'm passing characters as well as numbers. So you can see that. Yeah, so this is my simple list what I have done. So here my scenario is I'm taking user defined function which is called isDigit. So why I'm taking isDigit means, here, so I want only numbers, right? Finally I want to get only numbers by using filter. So here I'm calculating by filters. So c equal to str of c. So here c is a variable name, so no need to worry, you can take instead of c a b or whatever it may be. So here I'm equating of string. So if my c dot isDigit, that means if my list of items is equal to numbers, then I want to print only numbers. So otherwise it should be false. So that's why I'm using if loop. If c dot isDigit return true, so otherwise return false. Finally just print, just filter. So what is our syntax? Function as well as iterable. Here function is digit, here iterable is numbers. Just see the output. We are not able to see the output. Why? Because we are not saying that we want output which is in list or set or tuple, right? So just give the list. You can see the output which is in list format, only numbers. So this is, if you want the output in set format, you can see the output in set format. If you want the output in tuple format, you can see, you can give the tuple. So this is the way to see what you want. So if you want in this list only numbers, only characters, what you can do, just change it one into false and change it one into true. See the output, you will get only numbers. If you want in set format, you can see that. So this is like a simple scenario, simple example by using filters. So that's all about this filter. So what I want to explain everything, actual concept, and I want to discuss another example which is called prime numbers. So by using filter, I want to get the range of prime numbers from 1 to 50. So I want like you can do, it's like an open challenge to you. I hope everyone will done with that, and just comment in comment section. Definitely I'll see the output what you have done. So don't forget to do this open challenge. Really, really I'm interested to see your output. And also I'm giving some of the additional task in description. Just go and find in description. So what I'm giving the additional task, don't forget to do that task also. I hope you enjoyed this all Python tutorials. I'll come with another tutorial which is called Lambda, and this, until then, wait for next tutorial. I hope this video is helpful to you. In future, definitely I'll do more videos and more things, and let's subscribe this channel because if you support me, I'll do more and more videos, and do like and share also. And if you want to ask